on to European football. Our biggest act this week on the headlines, we have Liverpool versus Real Madrid. Okay, so these are two giants who are about to get into it in the Champions League. And trust me, you don't want to miss that. Okay, so let's unpack that and see how it
Well,
is.
always a massive game. Liverpool and Real Madrid, if I'm not mistaken, have won the most Champions League titles. AC Milan have something to say about it.
Yeah, Milan are still second to Madrid. Yeah, and Liverpool are enjoying a close third.
Liverpool are close third, and those are the aristocrats of European football, Real Madrid and Liverpool, and that is always a massive, massive game, regardless of the form of either team. This time around, Real Madrid, for the first time, looked like the Real Madrid who were champions of Europe and the champions of Spain. They were emphatic over the weekend. Jude Bellingham on the score sheet, along with Kylian Mbappe. We haven't seen that sort of thing this season. I think it was the first time Bellingham and Mbappe on the score sheet on the in the same match. But I think Liverpool are playing the best team in Europe, in the whole of Europe. They're running. They have a wave of belief, which has been carrying them. They have so many goals in there. Luis Diaz, Mo Salah. You have Cody Gakpo who's been scoring goals. You have the odd ones coming in from Darwin Nunes, and I mean the ball is flowing for a team which is under a manager who's just taken over the reins in how many 4-5 seasons, and I think Real Madrid will do very well. Will have a reason to approach this game with caution because Liverpool can't punish you. They have goals in them. It will be interesting to see. To see the tactical setup for Carlo Ancelotti because he's not one to sit back. He's not one to be cautious, especially given the kind of arsenal he has at his disposal. And yet, this Liverpool team are very happy to sit back and pounce you on the counter attack because they've got so much firepower. When they don't have the ball, they can punish you. They can move that ball in 3-4 seconds to the opposing goal. Mo Salah is playing like he's 22 years of age. He doesn't look like he's been at Liverpool for that long, tearing defenders on the left side of midfield. So, and remember Liverpool, I think unbeaten. They won all their games.
Oh yeah, so far
in the Champions League, and they have no reason to be intimidated by Real Madrid. The thing, though, is that history tends to favor Real Madrid against Liverpool in the Champions League. And, it does. And if there's one team which can beat Real Madrid, which can beat Liverpool any night and day in this competition,
it's Real Madrid.
It's Madrid, yeah, because virtually most teams cannot, yeah, and Liverpool, even in recent times, have actually lost 2 Champions League finals.
Yeah,
to Real Madrid.
To Real Madrid.
In recent times, when they were at the peak of their powers under Jurgen Klopp, so Madrid do have their number. The thing is, Madrid actually made these points. Madrid have already found
unlike Liverpool.
Yeah, they lost to Lille, and who was it? Borussia Dortmund. They've already lost in the Champions League.
Yeah, they beat Dortmund, but they lost to Lille and
Monaco.
They staggered somewhere there.
They probably have lost to 2 French teams actually. Now that if I try and may recall, but the thing is, they need points. The Champions League new format.
They just AC Milan.
AC Milan, yeah, just AC Milan, yeah. The Champions League new format, like we talked about it, is one in which you don't have different groups in which 2 teams can sneak through and all. It is a 36-team table, 8 of whom go straight to the knockout stages, and another 16 go into playoffs against each other in one of playoff games to make the last 16. Liverpool is outside of those brackets at the moment. Real Madrid are outside of those brackets at the moment, and they badly need points. The draw is such that you don't face a team home and away. You play some teams at home, others away. So 4 home away games, 4 home games, 8 games in which to make the knockout, and they're running out of games to actually make the knockout runs. Real Madrid. So they've got to step it up, and unfortunately for them, like Mark is saying, and I agree, they're going to the most informed team in Europe to try and get those points here. And perhaps the other, most informed is contentious between Liverpool and Inter Milan because Inter Milan are literally positively on fire.
But I think Mark is talk about Liverpool, and I know we've seen Mo Salah do so much for Liverpool over the years. He's turned defenders to shreds. He's scored many goals, many assists. Mo Salah is playing the best football I've seen him playing in this career.
It's unbelievable. The things Salah has done, indeed, during the club era, for him to set the records that he did. This is actually a guy who's climbing up the Premiership table or scoring charts and
even scoring
assists to the point that he wants. He's looking at being second all time.
And for a long time, I thought Salah was competing at the level of Messi and Ronaldo. It's just that it wasn't called Messi or Ronaldo and wasn't playing for Real Madrid or Barcelona.
Yeah.
But it was competing somewhere to a level close to them at that peak. Right now, they're not there. I struggle to think of anyone who's playing better football than Salah in Europe today.
In Europe, well, Vinicius Junior until this recent knock is somebody who could lay claim to that.
I'm talking about this season.
This season, Vinicius has already been on fire by the way.
But not to Salah.
And there's a few other guys.
Vinicius is playing well, but not to Salah.
Yeah, there's a few other guys playing well down in Italy as well.
Jokeris has been scoring goals.
Jokeris is literally on fire. But Liverpool's strength under Slot for me go well beyond Salah's abilities, and Salah has surprised me because we thought that out of the door with Klopp might be Salah and Virgil van Dijk for Slot to start on a clean slate with the younger players that Klopp had signed and then to have replacement of those. But Salah is even looking like somebody who is saying, give me one more year. We thought he'd be in the Saudi Pro League by now. He looks like he's postponing that. But the guys, where it has surprised me with Slot is in how he has rejigged the Liverpool midfield to the point now that the most two important players in there were not first choice under Klopp. And that is Ryan Gravenberch, the Dutchman, and Curtis Jones, the Englishman, who is playing so well this season that he's forced himself into the England squad. Not in the England squad, but actually the England team that is playing the last two internationals. Actually, Curtis Jones was a starter for England there. So that's how well those two have played. And you'd have thought it would be Alexis McAllister and Szoboszlai and all dominating there, but these two actually have been proved more important to them in that setup. But Madrid themselves, the opportunities to improve are there. They've got some injuries. They've got they have to contend with changing the system in which Bellingham was a superstar last year, scoring loads of goals when they didn't have a number 9, where Vinicius and Rodrigo are creating room for him to get forward into the 6-yard area as a false 9 and score. Mbappe has occupied that space, and they were struggling to understand each other between the three of them, Vinicius, Mbappe, and Bellingham, when it started. That is easing up and getting better. But the other adjustment they've made, which I've loved, is the one that has taken Federico Valverde from the role he had to actually filling Toni Kroos's shoes, because Kroos, the German was retired Toni Kroos, actually left a gap, a hole you thought was too big to breach for Madrid, but they're doing that really well. And they've got the health squad. Tchouaméni is not playing, Camavinga's on the back from injury, and all. They've got the squad Madrid to recover and compete. And this makes for an early. This is where the rejigging of the Champions League that UEFA did actually then turns out to be good, because it has thrown games like this in our faces.